Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am still really nervous because of the storm, so I went upstairs and I put my hair up because it ended up like in the donuts. That was not good. Not good at all. I'm baking the other donuts still, so I will add that to my other video, but I'm so anxious right now. I'm so scared. You know what I'm doing? I'm gonna get my essential oils like the girl. I have no idea if I've talked about this before, but I'm going to really quickly. This is lavender and serenity, and sometimes I use Balance by doTERRA. I am having a lot of anxiety because I went off of keto when my sister-in-law and her kids and her husband came and visited us, and I didn't think it was going to affect me this bad, and it always does. My panic attacks come back. I start to worry about my relationship with James. I kind of do the psycho girly thing in my brain and freak out. So I don't use these when I cook generally because it messes with the recipe kind of, but I did want to share this here and let you guys know what I do. So I'll put it actually under my nose and on my wrists. And then a complete side note, my sister has been trying to get me to wear lip colors, and so I bought some from ColourPop. And the last one I had Brink in it, a lippy sticks, and now I'm wearing Bubble and the ultra matte one, and I'm so nervous wearing this. So if you could just comment below and let me know what you think, that would be. I'm really enjoying these different kinds of videos where like I just kind of ramble and talk and get ready with me. I'm doing this primarily because this is the hurricanes, and I can probably share some pictures about the flooding that's been going on me, and I'm scared to death. So I have nobody in the house with me, and talking to the camera and talking to my subscribers and my family makes me feel better. So I hope you like these videos and that's okay with you. If not, feel free to go to my other videos where it's like really brief. And I'm just gonna cook chocolate chip cookies because it reminds me of home. It reminds me of my sister who I've been Snapchatting all day, and I'm gonna use my oils because I'm about to like freak out right now. Having gone off keto right before a hurricane was like the worst decision I've ever made in my life. I don't even know why I did this, but I'm gonna grab the ingredients. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna cook, because I'm just going to keep making videos and just have a ton of food because it makes me feel better, and do dishes while watching Buffy. These are my coping skills. Completely random. My panic attacks are really bad, and if you want to know how I deal with them, I will maybe make another video, but I end up in the shower underneath the water with like valerian and a couple other things, and I go to sleep in the shower. It's the only way that I can calm down enough. It's essentially equivalent to Xanax. Now this has been way too long of an intro, so I'm gonna go. We're gonna talk about why I'm using almond flour today real quick. I've been talking about how to read labels for keto. So you're gonna go over here and, you know, calories, blah, 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 blah. I'm more concerned with the fat content, which is 15, which is good. And then you keep going down and you find the carbohydrates, which it says 4. I'm having to do this like mirror image, so it's a little weird. 4 grams. But then you go down to dietary fibers and it's got 2. So the net carbs would be 2, which is apparently 1 gram of sugar is the other one. Now if you look at coconut flour, it's quite a bit higher. So you go over here, you go to fat content, it's only got 2 grams instead of 15. And then you go down to total carbohydrates, it's got 11 grams, but it's got 8 grams of fiber. So there you have it, 3 grams of sugar. So coconut flour is definitely higher on the carbohydrate sugar side, but it's got a more similar consistency to actual white flour as far as like the powdery kind of consistency. For cookies, in my opinion, it does not matter. So we're gonna do 2.5 cups of almond flour and then 1/2 cup of coconut flour. Just give it that sort of cookie-like flaky flour consistency. And then we have vanilla. We're gonna have 2 tablespoons of vanilla. We're going to use the rest of my swerve that I've talked about. It kind of hardened and solidified in here, and I will link below the swerve, but I prefer stevia, and I will be using the powder form. I'm softening an entire cube of Kerrygold grass-fed butter right now. It's in the convection oven because I don't want to use a microwave. Microwave is, you know, radiating your food. So when you think about what radiation does in general to the planet, to people, to animals, it's probably not good long-term. So, also, a big part of a cookie or chocolate chip recipe is, of course, the brown sugar. And I know that this can be kind of confusing to you, but like brown sugar is just regular sugar with like molasses added to it, I believe, if I remember correctly. And so all I'm doing today is I'm going to use my maple syrup extract to give it that kind of brown sugary sort of flavor with the fiber yum that I've mixed into this container. The next thing you're going to need is 2 organic eggs, and then, let me double check my recipe, a little bit of Himalayan pink salt just for flavor, and I omit walnuts, but I have found some awesome chocolate chips. I will link them below, but I'm going to be using actual chocolate snacks that James found me as a present, which are like the greatest freaking. So these are the chocolates. They're called Choc Zero, and they are keto friendly. These are the best chocolates ever. They are so good. Okay, so basically, James found these for me. Milk chocolate is obviously not paleo friendly, but if you look at the back, they like tell you everything about them. They're fair trade, which I think is great too. But you can go to the actual ingredients down here. All it is dark chocolate, cocoa butter, soluble corn fiber. I try to stay away from corn fiber, but you know, gotta try to do. Sunflower, lecithin, monk fruit, which is a great sugar alternative that I use all the time. Madagascar, bourbon, vanilla beans. This tastes like actual chocolate. Now this is a 70%, but neither of them have any sugar in them. So, and this is 50%. And so like sugar, alcohols, sugars, dietary fiber. It does have 6 carbohydrates, but 3.5 grams of fat. I mean, this is so freaking cool. I wish I could like read it and like not be like looking at it, but whatever. So that's that. So I'm going to break up little pieces. And what's cool about these is when you dig in there, they actually come pre-packaged. These melted in our mailboxes. Our postal service freaking sucks, which is unfortunate. But if they hadn't done that, they would actually stay, I think, in this without having to be refrigerated, but we have to refrigerate them. So I'm going to be crumbling these into the chocolate chip cookies. The recipe for this will be linked below, but I just want to discuss real quick that when you get almond flour, make sure it's finely ground and that it isn't the meal, otherwise it won't mix correctly. Your coconut flour should be organic if possible. I get mine from Costco, and then I don't use microwaves because they destroy nutrients in your food, so I did just come over from my convection oven, and I no longer use this mixture of maple syrup. I use the golden version of the sugar from Lakanto, and it is magical. It tastes so freaking good. I love that company and that brand. And then the rest of this, it looks exactly like a cookie and tastes just like one. Chocolate chip cookies that my grandma used to make when I was a kid. Stevia, you don't need as much as you would for sugar, so it's a lower ratio. But so as you can see, it looks pretty much exactly like regular old cookie dough that you make with your grandma or whoever. That's who I made mine with. Now the chocolate, the most important part. Now you can do this one of 2 ways. You can open each individual packet, which I love taking these to lunch or with me in my car just when I need a sweet treat and to keep me on diet when I go out to friends or to parties. Or you can chop them up like I did here. Either way, they taste the same. It's just about your convenience and what you prefer, honestly. I taste them, been mixing them up. Tastes exactly like a delicious like cookie. So I'm going to grease a stone pan with coconut oil. This little melon baller ice cream scooper type of thing was the best investment ever. I was super skeptical, but it makes it so they are all symmetrical and they cook evenly. So if you just grease your stone pans, I have a pizza one and then another one that I just bought on Amazon. I can link that below. It cooks evenly, delicious. Is anybody like me and just likes the cookie dough better than the actual cookies? They came out with a cookie dough bar in New York. I think I should go there just for that. Who's coming with me? Alright, so those guys are in the oven. We're just going to wait until they're done. I'm going to enjoy some tea that helps me de-stress with my anxiety. It's just sipping on something warm and sweet while sitting down watching TV is just really relaxing, or YouTube. So it's called Nutty Nut by Traditional Mother's Rolls. I'm going to put a little bit of lemon, like a dash, and a little bit of stevia. Hey guys, so I forgot to tell you what the cookies were like the other day. So these have been in the fridge. I had to hide them from James. He swore they were making him sick. These are the cookies, the chocolate chip cookies made the other day. They are still moist. They are still gooey. They are still delicious. James is a creep in the background. Can you see that face? He's lurking. Moist. Moist. I hate that word because then he mocks me. I feel like they taste exactly like chocolate chip cookies. They are the perfect dupe. I could not be happier. James says that they have a slight... Tell him. mapley sort of sensation to them because I may use the maple extract. So I'm still working on finding the absolute perfect brown sugar substitute, but every taste bud is different and everybody's gonna notice different things. I did not notice with these. But if you want to see more, comment below with what other desserts you want to see next. Subscribe if you want to see my weekly food videos. Keto is taking the world by storm. It's amazing. It does amazing things for my family, which is why I started this channel, because they've lost so much weight. They have cured their diabetes. They have had great success with them. My aunt has ulcerative colitis and she almost died twice, and this has made it so she has had virtually no incidence of her issues, which I just think is like freaking magical. So if you want to know more, please subscribe and ask questions below about keto if you want to know more, and I will tell you. And yeah, thumbs up, share with friends, all that jazz. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Alright guys, so as you know, as always in all of my videos, the ingredients are listed in the down bar below, along with the recipe and stuff. So click that if you want to see the exact ingredients that I use, especially the chocolate, because that is so bomb. I almost forgot to say that. He notices that I don't.
Can you see me lurking?
Yes, I can see you lurking. That's so creepy.
Can you tell I don't have pants?
You need to stop talking like that, because now I'm going to have to redo this whole freaking thing. Naked man.
No, seriously, can you...
I can see just your upper body. Hi, Jane.